So I want to address a very important topic, and that is that a fuel pipeline in the U.S. Northeast has actually shut down. Now, this is not something that happened just today. This actually happened 2 days ago. But I want to read a comment that I received just this morning. I want to address what this says. Because again, even though this person is living in the Northeast part of the United States, this person is actually living in North Carolina. She is telling me she has no clue why gas prices are going up. Now, this is not a knock on this person, but this is what is happening. The American people are not being shown the actual news. That is a huge problem. Let me read this comment. This person says, "What in the world is going on with gas prices? I was paying $2.90 a gallon last week. Then this weekend it jumped to $3.01, and last night when I filled up, it was $3.13. Is this the big warning that everybody has been talking about? Are we really out of gas?" Well, let's address that question. The answer is no. We are not out of gas, but when pipelines get shut down, this creates a major problem. Here's what we know. As of right now, Colonial Pipeline, they've shut down a fuel pipeline that goes to the U.S. Northeast. Now, this is very concerning. I want to explain why. What we have been told is that obviously this was shut down because this released it's an unplanned maintenance after the product spilt at the WIT delivery station near Danville, Virginia. Now, let me read this for you. Okay, here's what we know. This was forced to shut down line 3, okay, for unplanned maintenance. They say the restart of the pipeline is expected on January 7th. That is per notice from the Colonial Pipeline to the users of the pipeline. They also say line 3 is an 885,000 barrel per day pipeline that moves all products such as gasoline, diesel, heating oil, and jet fuel. They also say it moves products from Greensboro in North Carolina to Linden, New Jersey. And then they also go on to say Colonial Pipeline carries some 45% of the gasoline and diesel fuel the East Coast of the U.S. consumes. Now, let me touch on that one for 1 second. Right here, the reason why I really want to touch on this statement right here is because a lot of people are going to get this misconstrued. Colonial Pipeline carries 45%, not line 3. Okay? Keep that in mind. It is the whole Colonial Pipeline. Their whole thing carries 45%, not just line 3. Okay? And I really wanted to touch on that one really quick because I know a lot of people are saying that's 45% of all of our fuel is coming from this pipeline that was just shut down. No, that is not 100% accurate. Okay? So, is this going to affect gas prices? Absolutely. It is definitely impacting gas prices as we speak. But does this mean there's going to be absolutely no fuel? No. Does this mean there's going to be delays in deliveries? Yes. Does this mean this is going to cause shortages and gas prices to spike? Yes. We're already seeing that. Okay? Now, with that said, let's also talk about, and let me give you a little bit of a warning first when it comes to fuel. The best thing you can do so that you are not susceptible to prices increasing and fluctuating this much is to make sure your vehicles are fueled. Make sure your gas cans have fuel in them just in case you need them. Just make sure you have it. Now, at the same time though, just understand that if you're buying at the peak and prices come down, you may overpay. All right? So, in times like this, for me personally, I would rather get fuel when I need it. If my gas tank is halfway full in my vehicle, I go and fill it up. Okay, halfway fill it up. Just to make sure that if there are delays in deliveries, I'm not really impacted. I can wait it out because I know I have either half a tank or a full tank of gas and I can drive for 320 miles before I run on E. So that's my little warning to you guys. Now, Here's the other thing I want to address today, and this is what the Biden administration is kind of talking about regarding the Keystone XL pipeline. Look at this. So right here it says, Biden admin quietly admits canceling Keystone XL pipeline cost thousands of jobs, billions of dollars. Now, what do they mean by this? Well, here's what I can tell you. The Biden administration made some mistakes. We know that. I think one of the mistakes that they made is that they put all their eggs in one basket. That was the EV basket. It didn't happen. It didn't work out the way that they wanted. By canceling the Keystone XL pipeline, yes, it did impact millions. We are paying more for fuel. Obviously, there's a lot of jobs that didn't come from this. But look at this report. Look at this right here. Okay, it says right here. It says Keystone XL project would have created between 16,149 and 59,000 jobs and would have had a positive economic impact of between $3.4 to $9.6 billion. A previous report from the federal government published in 2014 determined 3,900 direct jobs and 2,150 total jobs would be created during construction, which was expected to take 2 years. But then also down here it says, the Biden administration finally owned up to what we have known all along. Killing the Keystone XL pipeline cost good-paying jobs, hurt Montana's economy, and was the first step in the Biden administration's war on oil and gas production in the United States. This is coming from Senator Steve Daines, a Republican out of Montana. Obviously, he is voicing his concerns because he is the senator from Montana. But he also goes on to say, unfortunately, the administration continues to pursue energy production anywhere but the United States. Now, why is that such a big deal? First off, this is a big deal because we were told that the Keystone XL pipeline, if we shut this down, this was going to have a negative impact on the economy. The one saving grace was if we shut down the Keystone XL pipeline, it would put more pressure on companies and the American people to go EV. The problem was EV prices got too expensive. We know, as of lately, you cannot charge a Tesla when it's negative 25 degrees outside. It just will not charge. Okay? And then we are getting state officials that tell us, they told us in the summer, especially down in California, Arizona, I think New Mexico as well. They told us in the summer, and they're telling us when it's really cold, don't charge your electric vehicle. Don't do it because it's pulling so much energy, because it's increasing the energy usage that it could potentially cause a rolling blackout. How crazy is that? That the thing we were all told to go and get is now the one thing that people don't want because it's not reliable. That's crazy. But here's what I can tell you. This is not going to be the end of it. We are going to see more people push for, depending on what happens with these pipelines. When a pipeline bursts, when there's a leak, when it gets shut down for their typical maintenance, it impacts us all. It makes us spend more money. So here's what I can tell you. First off, fill up your gas tanks. Make sure they're not any lower than halfway full. And I say this because we have seen over the past couple of weeks, really over the past 3 weeks, is that as temperatures drop and people and trucks can't get across the highways, as trees come down, power lines come down, as deliveries are being delayed, gas stations, they're not filling up. And this is causing some people to go without fuel. Or for your home, if you don't have any any fuel for your home, right? Any natural gas, well, that creates an issue there. You can't heat your home. So again, this is a major concern. But the good thing is this is only going to last for about 2 days as far as the Colonial Pipeline is being shut down. The estimate is it will open up on January 7th, which again is in 2 days. Hopefully that's the case because I know people are very concerned. What happens if gas prices continue to go up? Well, the expectation is they are going to go up. That is the expectation. So as we get more information as to what is going on there, I promise I will fill you in on all the latest news and updates. Again, Thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.